Hi guys, so in this video I am going to talk you through, it's kind of like a POV of my first shoot with the Tamron 35-150mm f2-2.8 lens for Sony E-mount. Picked this up last week, although actually by the time you're watching this, I picked this up a couple of weeks ago, and I was going to do just one long-term review video, try to get a few different experiences of using the lens and condense that into one big video. But I figured, do you know what, I'll maybe do a video on each experience. So the first one I've got here is a sort of POV video where I'll put up some photo examples that I got working with a Model Shoot, lovely girl who I'd not met before, but asked on my Instagram, would anyone fancy coming along for a shoot to help me test out this lens? So this was kind of as a portrait photo shoot in the city centre. I went to Union Terrace Gardens, and I was basically looking to try and test it out at 35mm at f2, and then also through the different focal lengths as well, and just see how I felt using the lens. So I'll play the footage now, some of the highlights, show some of the photos that we got with the settings, and come back at the end with a wee summary of the experience I had with it. This time actually, let's go with a cross leg over, yeah, perfect, and we'll go both hands at the front, looks really nice, yes, love that. I'm gonna get a few here, I'm gonna come a little bit closer for one or two as well. It's good like that, I like it like that. Wait for that car to pass, perfect. Come in for a little bit closer. And then I'm gonna come close, beautiful, and then this one, we'll do one like that. I actually, I'm not gonna say yet, you'll smile. Love that look on your face there. Really? Love that look. I'll show you. It's got a beautiful sort of, just that sort of innocent look. Right, Shui, I'm ready when you are. So if you just start walking down, perfect. Perfect. I'll try and, so these are sometimes a bit lucky if we catch one where, oh yeah, like that's probably the best one because your head's up. Okay. And I didn't want to ask you to try and keep your head up throughout, because obviously walking downstairs is a little bit
should difficult. I keep my head up then?
Don't worry, because this is more just a sort of environmental shot anyway. Okay. But I quite like that in terms of what I've really got nice in the shot. Lens, so yeah. Right, I think we've got a window. Perfect. Let me just check. Tilt the head back a wee bit more, Shui. Perfect. And if you can you get the chin round more to me without moving the body? Perfect. And just hold that for me. Beautiful. Let's try one more there. Just gonna try a few different framing options here and see what I think I like best. Don't like that pole right behind you, so I might actually come more this way. Yeah, perfect. That's much better. Yeah, it's going to be vertical though, so beautiful, Shui, fantastic. Can we get that hair just on this side, just even behind the shoulder? Yeah, it doesn't have to go behind the ear, but yeah, perfect. And it just gives me more of that face. Beautiful. Don't worry. There we go. Ah, it's cute. Beautiful, and hold that for me. I'm going to get a few variations here. Perfect. Happy with that. And down you come. Show you a few of these. Oh yeah. So that was the last one with the. That's a tighter one.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. Both right. I am going to take a seat actually. Right, I'm ready when you are. So if you just try to keep that head up, looking out at the park, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. And big smiles, beautiful. Looking a little bit more towards the camera, like over my shoulder almost. Yeah, out there, perfect, and big smiles. Looking out on the view again. Right. Gonna go vertical for this first one, I think. Okay, perfect. Okay, Shui, this time can we try one where you're looking at me and you've got one arm on the banister, sort of resting your head, and then cross your feet over as well? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, hand on, yeah, I like that, I think. Yeah, perfect. That's that sort of, it's got that sort of moody vibe to it. I like that. And then we'll maybe try a smiling one as well. There she is. Beautiful. Perfect. And I'll get one wider as well, so I've got the church in the background too. And if you try to stay central to this bit. Yeah, in the middle of the whole path. Okay. That'll look better for symmetry, I think. Fine. Now you can even get that church in the background, because it'll be something like, so you're hardly going to be in these horizontal ones, but my framing's going to be something like that. Okay, cool. I get the vibe. And it's like a you on your own type thing. Yeah. I think that could be quite a cool shot.
Yeah, I think it looks really nice on that.
20 seconds. 20. Okay, perfect. Perfect, Sway. Perfect. Right, I'll meet you back up there, will I? So, hopefully some good shots in there. Conditions were okay. Shui was brilliant. Lovely girl. But my first impressions here from this shoot were the weight of the lens didn't actually bother me as much as I thought it was going to be. That was one of the things that really put me off buying the lens up until now, was that it's over 1 kilogram, and I'm used to using the Samyang lenses or the Sony 35 that I'm filming this on just now, and they're all really quite lightweight lenses. So one of the worries I had was this going to be a bit of a drag to hold it? But because I carried out this shoot with just one camera body and one lens, the weight was less, and I found my mobility a lot easier as well. And I'd imagine a wedding, I would certainly manage to move around a bit quicker. Sometimes at weddings, if I've got the dual harness on, particularly with 2 flashes as well, you're almost walking, holding your cameras to make sure that you don't damage the flashes or whatnot. So at the graduation balls I've got coming up next, I might do another wee POV like this, but maybe give it a go at just using the Tamron, or at least for a section of the night, whip the Tamron out and see how that goes. I'm very impressed with the sharpness. It reminds me a lot of the 28-75 and the 70-180. The rendering's almost identical. I love the way that these Tamron lenses render their backgrounds, and their skin is the way skin is processed. It's sharp, but it's not so digitally sharp that it looks almost fake. It's got like a very nice sort of low clarity to the actual skin without losing the feeling of it being really sharp. So very impressed by it. And in terms of focus speed, focus accuracy, and reliability, it was brilliant. Just what I would have expected given the other Tamron lenses that I've used extensively in the past. So really, really pleased with how it did here. Not the most challenging environment because good daylight, Shui wasn't moving too much for a lot of these shots, or wasn't moving too fast, but early signs there in terms of looking at potentially weddings. It's certainly passed a lot of tests there in terms of what the challenges would be at a wedding. And I do have weddings coming up, so again, I might try and get some behind the scenes footage at those as well. But next up will be a graduation ball, so excited to see how that is, because that's a more challenging environment with a lot of fast dancing, hopefully. So stick around if you'd like to see how my journey goes with the Tamron 35 to 150.